I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Chili's!
Chili's.
Chili. Hi,
Baby
welcome to
sauce.
Chili's.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
I haven't been to a Chili's in up forever.
A Chiliums.
You guys get the ribs at Chili's, or you get like a chicken tender? Some people like those chicken tenders.
What did we get on the road?
rosé
Jesse
burgers.
got the ribs.
Jesse got the ribs.
You're damn right.
All I know is that Chili's gives you corn on the cob, which is wonderful. That's why the slogan is Chili's, corn on the cob.
Butter dipping.
Welcome to Bracket, the only show where we take a bunch of shit, face it up against another bunch of shit to see what the best shit really is. I'm your host, Cullen Jennings, and joining me today is John Abbott.
Hi, it's me. It's John Abbott. I'm here at Chili's. I'd like the chicken strip basket, please. Sorry. I'm really sorry.
And don't forget about Jesse Knowles.
Hey, it's me, Jesse, and I'll go ahead and have the Dr. Pepper sauce ribs, if you don't mind. Thank you.
All right. And Emmy-nominated creator of Van Wilder, Greg L. Mercer.
Hi, I'm Greg L. Mercer. Can you tell me what's in the Southwestern egg rolls?
Oh, my God.
Is it because I can't have shellfish?
And special guest this week, and intern of Bracket, Zach Bruce.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'll have, you serving breakfast? I really want some breakfast.
Sir, it's
see?
7
Do they have
p.m.
a breakfast menu?
The
No.
would be
Chili's
amazing.
breakfast menu consists of Southwestern pancakes.
There we go. Well, as you guys can already tell, we're doing best Chili's food item.
We're not. People are gonna turn the podcast off when they hear that.
We are actually going to do best dorm poster movie. So that includes a ton of different stuff that you'd see in any dorm room, obviously,
Right.
all the time.
So there's obviously a lot of posters, a lot of movies that get stuck up as posters in dorm rooms. We're specifically talking about the movies that are like frat douche bro movies where they're like, actually, it's a lot deeper than you think, but they're just there because it's super violent or dumb.
Not the girl across the hall that has the Nightmare Before Christmas poster up.
Right.
She's-
God, she's so fuck you. I got such a thing for her.
So we're going to jump right into it. Round one, we have Rocky versus Pulp Fiction, Scarface versus Ted, Fight Club versus The Godfather, The Dark Knight versus Animal House, Sin City versus Trainspotting, The Matrix versus Clockwork Orange, V for Vendetta versus Boondock Saints, and 300 versus Akira.
The anime entry.
That's our special anime entry for anime, our
Bracket
anime
season of
season.
anime.
There we go. And I am in the hot seat this week, unfortunately, and I'm not happy about it. So, round one in Group A, Rocky versus Pulp Fiction. Who cares to take a stab at it?
Both of these movies are very, very good. You have
Yeah.
probably seen one or the other.
Or
They're
both.
roughly
Well, like-
about the same thing.
You know, it's interesting because like Rocky, but Rocky led into this big franchise that even as early or as last year gave us one of the best movies ever.
So yeah, that's probably the strongest thing that Rocky has going for it is that it made Creed.
I don't know. Rocky's pretty good.
Yeah,
No, Rocky's great.
Rocky's great. We all
Funny
agree
thing to
on
point
that.
out: both of these
Okay.
movies feature boxing,
That's
or
true.
a boxer. Actually, there's no actual boxing scene. In
Bruce
Pulp Fiction,
Willis
right?
is a boxer who takes a fall for money in Pulp Fiction. So Pulp Fiction, like many movies on here, is one of those movies that is very good, but is sort of ruined by all the douchey frat bros thinking it's as good as movies get. Which you can say about every Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, in all honesty, these guys probably like saw like a scene on YouTube from the movie and probably never actually watched it.
Well, the thing
Oh,
is,
that's so sad.
I'll tell you exactly where, like, it's the English motherfucker do you speak it scene. That
Right.
scene
That's
happens,
the one.
and the people who buy the posters and put it up in their room buy it because of that scene.
I think more people actually like Pulp Fiction for that scene than the actual movie. There's probably a good argument to be made there.
Colin, you've been very quiet on this.
Here's the thing. I was the early adopter at an age that I should not have been seeing Pulp Fiction.
Sure.
And for years growing up, I had a VHS that I tried to get people to watch. And people were like watching maybe halfway through and they were like, this sucks. I don't want to watch this. Then then high school blew up and I had a couple friends that really liked movies. And this was one of them that like, you would be like, hey, Friday night, we're watching Pulp Fiction. And like everybody would come over and watch Pulp Fiction. And Rocky is one of those movies that is great with forever. It will always stand the test of time for me. But that given, I'm a Pulp Fiction vote because I still think that Pulp Fiction really fucking rules.
Yeah, I'm with Colin. I'm a Pulp Fiction vote. I remember seeing it on VHS at like age 14 and being like, oh man, movies are awesome. So
I love Pulp Fiction to death. I love Pulp Fiction more than I love Rocky, but I'm a Rocky vote because I think it's a better poster.
So it's weird. There's a lot of this may be more than a bunch of other episodes we've done. It's tough to figure out like how to vote for what, at least for me.
Well, I think that so if it's a poster right off, I'm going to tell you like a Rocky poster is pretty good, but Uma Thurman in that one shot at all times is still one of the best covers of anything ever.
But that's not the poster people are putting up on the wall.
Oh, that's absolutely a poster.
I disagree. Yeah.
But the one you're talking about is the one where Jules and Vincent are pointing guns at.
That's the poster I saw
Brad.
in more people's places than.
Oh no, I saw the original. Yeah,
Made a lot of copies of that poster. Wonder where the original is.
I don't.
It's 2-1.
Yeah, Zach, where are you on this? I don't know how I'm voting yet.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do Pulp Fiction simply because it's the movie that you remember like first seeing like at a younger age, and it's just kind of this. Oh wow, it's rated R. I'm a cool person now for seeing this, and usually that memory is stuck on your wall in poster form in college to show that you have passed the grade of rated R movies. At least for me, it was.
No, I agree.
Sure, I can go with that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give one to Pulp Fiction 2, the sequel, Pulp Fiction 2.
Right.
Because honestly, I think you'll be able to go into a dorm room 20, 30 years from now and still see Pulp Fiction posters. I don't know if Rocky will keep that legacy necessarily.
Right, because they'll be replaced by Creed posters.
Hopefully, in an ideal world, everyone will have Creed posters instead.
I mean, that's something. There's a lot of bad Rocky movies.
Well, there's not bad Rocky movies. There's just not as good as the other movies.
Sure.
Pulp Fiction knocks out Rocky 4-1. Scarface versus Ted.
I know
Scarface,
immediately where I'm voting.
I think we
Scarface, kind of the weirdest movie in the Marvel lineup.
I always thought Ted was though.
I mean, you got your drug lord. Here's the thing: are there any movies that are about drugs and about like how they're bad that don't for some reason gain an audience of heavy drug users who are way into the movie? Like
No, Requiem for a Dream.
Exactly. Like every movie that is like, hey man, drugs are messed up. People who do drugs are way into.
One that we probably should have put
gets
on this list that I'm realizing now is Fear and Loathing.
Oh
yeah.
That probably should have been on here now that you bring that up. But cocaine in Scarface is the most important thing in the fucking world. All he's got is his balls. Like, you know, God, look, Ted, I saw Ted. There are some actually funny scenes in Ted. Ted is a bad film. It's okay that you like Ted. I'm not knocking you for liking Ted. Scarface is one of the most important films in history. Scarface wins for me.
Yeah, I think Scarface is going to sweep this, so I'm going to just talk about Ted a little bit. Ted is Seth MacFarlane's first movie, the creator of Family Guy. He voices Ted, who is a teddy bear come to life. And now the kid that he was the teddy bear for, who is Mark Wahlberg, has grown up and they're still best friends and they drink and fuck and do dumb stuff because who gives a shit. It's a bad movie. Cullen was right. I'm sure there are good moments in it.
You're not a bad person for enjoying Ted. I will say that much. much. Like, it's fine.
I will say, maybe I'm presenting some new evidence to the table here in Ted's favor. Supposedly, Ted is huge in Japan.
Yep.
Especially with like Japanese housewives. Like,
What?
they really, really like Ted because he's this cute little kid. So Japan loves cute characters. Like,
Sure.
every company and product in Japan has a cute little character mascot. So they love Ted because he's cute, but he also says like kind of risque, filthy things. And so supposedly there's a huge following of Japanese housewives that love Ted.
Well, I'm sure that is the plot of
So
Ted
I'm
3.
just saying this is the season of anime.
Oh, you got me. Oh, now I don't know how I'm gonna vote.
But all that said, I'm a Scarface vote. Hoo-yah! Is that what he says?
Hoo-yah.
Hoo-yah! What is it?
Booyakasha.
I think we all have a lot more to say about Scarface. I'll just lock it up and vote Scarface. Let it move on.
Scarface introduced me to Push It to the Limit, so I'm a Scarface vote.
Yeah, Scarface here too. If Family Guy could have been a poster here, that maybe would have won. I think
Yes,
that's the reason
good
Ted's
point.
up here. It's because of Family Guy.
All right. Scarface sweeps out Ted in the first sweep of the tournament, 5-0. We got Fight Club versus The Godfather.
Heavy hitters.
The same
these
story in
this
both
is-
movies, weirdly enough.
These are both really, really big on the dorm poster scene. Fight Club,
Yes.
I feel like, Fight Club might be the strongest contender on this list. Fight Club is the movie that gave me the idea for this topic. It's the ultimate, like, faux intelligent, violent, douchey bro movie.
Sure.
That
Well,
you
and
can't
also
actually talk about.
like Scarface, it has this weird effect of the people who have a poster of it are like, yeah, man, we should start a fight club. Like,
Yeah.
it's this weird thing where people are like, yeah, we have a secret fight club too. You want in on it, bro? It's like,
It's weird
Which is-
because I legitimately think Fight Club is a good movie. I think
sure.
Fight Club rules.
On a lot of levels, yes, it is a good movie. It's technically well
and
made. The
Godfather,
script is
guys.
interesting.
Sure. I just like I like the actors. I like a lot about Fight Club. And I'm not going to sit here and bash it because I actually enjoy the movie. But The Godfather, much like Scarface, is kind of one of the best films of all time. And it's hard for me to step up and say, hey, this movie's better than Fight Club because it definitely is.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, that Fight Club more embodies what we're talking about.
Yes.
But Godfather is far and away. I mean, Fight Club's a nice little film who has some things that are interesting. Godfather by far.
well, so let me tell you this. If we're, talking about these movies as the dorm room poster, I think Fight Club might be one of the only ones on here that has transcended and also become the ironic dorm room movie poster. I knew people who hadn't seen Fight Club or didn't like it, but put it up in their room because they thought it was funny to have a Fight Club poster up.
I feel like that's the same as Godfather too, though. Another movie that it was just way too long for me to watch it all the way through, and I got way too high and just fell asleep.
See, here comes down for me on that is I knew a dorm guy or a guy who had a party house who had The Godfather 1, The Godfather 2, and The Godfather 3 posters as his like mural in his house. And that for me enough to have a second and third one involved, even though the second one's okay and the third one's not.
The second one's arguably better than the first, but the
Yeah,
third
second
one
one's
is
pretty
very bad.
I'm gonna
Right.
eBay a poster for Godfather the video game right now. and hang that up.
Also, if I'm not, someone can correct me later, but I think there's a straight to DVD sequel with Sean Puffy Combs that's also a Godfather connected story, which is pretty fucking wild.
The Godfather verse, right?
That being said, the comics for Fight Club are not very good. So this whole new Fight Club 2 thing is not very good. I don't care what you hear. It looks pretty. That's it. But I'm a Fight Club vote, because the other thing is I can watch Fight Club twice before I can finish The Godfather once. And
Here's the
it's
thing.
not a knock against The Godfather because I think The Godfather is still one of the best movies ever. But I voted for Scarface, and if it came down to it, it was a Scarface over Godfather vote anyway. So yes, I'm a Fight Club vote.
Here's the thing about Fight Club, and I got nothing against Fight Club. I somehow managed to completely avoid everything that was like that could be considered a spoiler for that movie, and watched it for the first time like close to a decade ago, and really enjoyed myself. It's a lot of fun. I like Fight Club a lot. I kind of think it's a shitty movie poster.
Oh,
I
I
think
don't.
so?
I was about to say.
I think the
yeah,
sound's really
I don't
good.
think it's a very
I
good
think-
poster.
It's so
Other than over the Godfather's poster, I
The
just
Godfather's poster is
Godfather,
amazing.
yeah, the Godfather poster is it's simplistic and it's impactful. Fight
Marlon
Club just
Brando.
kind of is bland to me.
You got
So
Marlon Brando all silhouetted in white.
see, but it
Yeah.
has the same color scheme as Scarface to me. It's the black, white, and red. And again, I'm going to bring that up. I think the Fight Club one looks it's a little bit different. It has a little bit going on with the story. It's
it
not
has
just
colors.
It's
I need
not
votes.
just boring. I don't know.
I think it is. It's the two lead actors and he's holding up a bar of soap and it's
Jesse,
the
I need
Fight
a
Club.
vote.
It doesn't. That's the whole reason why I didn't watch the movie for a long time.
It's about soap.
Where's your vote, Jesse?
I'm a Godfather vote.
John, Zach?
I'm a Godfather vote. Yeah, I just don't think that in a dorm you really care about soap. So that's where I'm coming from.
I have to vote Fight Club. To me, I think it's the juggernaut of this bracket. I think it has to at least make it past the first round. Fight Club is the stereotypical. What are we gonna help it up in our dorm? Oh, I know, dude.
Yeah, I think if your first if someone asks like, what's the first poster you put up in your house as a joke, it's probably going to be a Fight Club, or maybe you actually like Fight Club.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Fight Club, like I said, is the one that made me want to do this bracket. It's John's right that it's become this ironic thing, the way that like people buy Call of Duty ironically. They're like, yeah, check it out. Hey, I bought Call of Duty. They're like, well, this game's so dumb. And then you spend like 30 hours playing
Right, you
it
love the
online.
game. Yeah.
Even though the single player is like really good and the multiplayer generally is not interesting at all. I think Fight Club, I think The Godfather is probably the best film on this list, no question. But Fight Club is the most dorm poster movie to me. So I'm a vote for that.
All right. The Fight Club poster moves on, knocking out the Godfather's poster 3-2. We got The Dark Knight versus Animal House.
Now
Same
these are
movie.
the same movie. Damn it, every
movie.
time. The Dark Knight being the 2008 Batman film, not The Dark Knight Rises. Animal House being the first National Lampoon's film with John Belushi.
The Dark Knight entry is interesting to me only because so there are two posters that people went towards for that. One is the Dark Knight movie poster, and then the other one was like one of the reveal images of Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
Sure. So there's the poster that's like from ground level and you're looking up and the skyline sort of makes the bat symbol, and the other one is the Why So Serious poster.
Yes. Yep. And I think it's a coin toss. You'll see coin toss. Jesus.
Boy, I
Christ.
wish we had episode titles.
It's a coin toss between which one of those posters you'll see. And Animal House, I assume we're talking about the one that's just, what's his name, right? Like,
The one with him wearing the college sweater?
yeah.
Belushi?
There's that one, and then there's the actual Animal House. Like, it's like a cartoon
Right.
drawing that I've seen a lot. Like,
I've seen both.
My cousin I had an older cousin who did not, at the time, was not even in college, but he had an Animal House poster. He had the Belushi one in his room.
Oh, wow.
When he was in high school, which I always thought was really funny.
That's an extra layer of fun irony. This is tough. The Dark Knight is a fine film. It's perfectly it has a lot of really cool scenes.
Yes.
That plot makes zero sense whatsoever. There's no way to follow what's happening in that movie.
Well, they burnt the money, so
That's true. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
When I was in Burma, I saw a ruby the size of a tangerine.
in Animal House, this is kind of a sad fact. John Belushi did his first speedball while filming that movie, which he later died of. He did a bunch of cocaine before it, but speedball was the first time there. I'm a Dark Knight vote.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dark Knight as well, just because I think inherently dark, gritty movies are more college dorm poster than comedies.
yeah.
Also-
Sure, you want to appear like you are a smarty boy.
Yeah,
Right,
you want to
and
be a masculine,
there's-
you want to be a Hemingway, you want to be a woman-hating, smart, manly man.
Well, John brought up something earlier that, like, one of these posters, I can't remember which one it was that we were talking about, like, but I think it was Pulp Fiction, like, people put it up without even seeing the movie.
Yeah.
And like, that's a very Animal House House thing to
That's
me.
true.
That seems like
Yeah.
if you were going into like a frat, like one of those guys would probably own it because one of those guys probably really loved Animal House. I like Animal House; it's fine, but
Animal House is fun as heck.
yeah, and like it's one of those movies to have, and then you can like you're sitting there like, and you put the poster up, and then everyone else is like, "Oh, I've never seen that," and then like when somebody at a party is like, "Oh, Animal House, that rules," and the one guy's like, "Hey."
Yeah,
Like-
that's the thing about Dark Knight. Like everyone saw Dark Knight,
Right.
So our
Yeah.
college our like recent college dorm experience, like I can remember mine. Man, Dark Knight just like killed it, and everyone saw that movie. I remember actually like I got to choose a new cell phone in my Verizon plan, and there was a Dark Knight promotional flip phone that I
Sure.
may have
Nice.
bought.
Zach, I'm so proud of you.
You know what?
But
Yeah, there were about 2 or 3 weeks where that movie didn't have a sense of, like, when people were enthusiastic, it was not annoying at all. And then, boy, that changed real quick.
that
Yeah.
changed in
I
what
don't think there's anything wrong with liking The Dark Knight. In fact,
There's nothing
out of these two
inherently
movies,
wrong.
I would rather watch The Dark Knight right now. So I'm going to give it a vote.
Yes.
My
I
opinion
like
on The Dark
Dark Knight.
Knight is held firm since it came out, that it's a movie with a couple really good scenes that are not held together by anything meaningful whatsoever.
I like it. Hey, Dark Knight fans out there, solidarity. I like it.
I am also a Dark Knight vote because I like the movie. I get why there's backlash against the Dark Knight because it got to an obnoxious level. This happened over and over with all sorts of things.
Kicks
but
the
I
crap
vote
out
for-
of that third movie.
Yes,
sure
it
did.
does. Boy, that third movie
Uh,
is just the worst.
But I'm voting the Dark Knight because I personally just don't understand the appeal of college raunchy comedies. Even one as old as Animal House, I just don't. It doesn't do anything for me.
I will fight against that to the day. I
I'm
die.
not knocking
Folks.
against them. It's just not for me.
Zach, where's your vote?
Yeah, Dark Knight as well.
There it
It really is just a sign of our time, and maybe Animal House was probably the movie to see back then, just as much as Dark Knight.
Right.
But
Again, Animal House was made in '78, so it's like if it's still being referenced today, it's an okay film.
Yeah,
That was a
and
pretty
I don't
good
think
film.
Animal House is going anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Dark Knight sweeps out Animal House 5-0. Sin City versus Train Spotting.
So Sin
Until-
City there is one scene directed by Tarantino, which makes it, the
Oh
other
shit! I didn't even
Tarantino.
know that.
It's like the worst scene in the movie.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It
Oh.
doesn't really fit. Here's the thing. Watching everyone's first reaction with somebody sitting there during Train Spotting is something that I used to crave, and I'm fucked up for it, and I know it, and I understand. But like, it's one of those films that you see it once, and you're like, God damn it, I don't want to watch that. But then you're like, I kind of want to watch that again. Like, and you'll watch it
Hey.
sometime later. But it's
Cullen, you'll love this.
It's a great movie.
I've never seen Train Spotting.
Ooh, we got a
Ooh, I
live
haven't
one,
either.
ladies and gentlemen.
But here's the thing about Sin City. It's not super great, but boy, are parts of that movie absolutely fun. It was cool to see at that time. It was so cool to see that visual media like actually happen in front of your face with the acting, with the characters, how they looked, how they felt, how the comic kind of came to life in a weird way. And I actually really loved going back and reading it and then watching everything involved with it. And I really like that movie in a weird way. Don't watch the second one. And but I'm a Train Spotting vote.
Don't worry, nobody did, Colin.
Yeah.
I totally
I'm a Train
forgot the
Spotting
second one when
vote.
it came out.
Just because, again, that movie, in a weird way, I think that movie's kind of important in showing you some really fucked up shit that you should probably see. So yeah, I'm definitely a Train Spotting vote.
I'll be honest, I'd rather watch Sin City, but I think Sin City's already been forgotten, especially in a dorm room setting. I think that movie is, I think people already have you already have to like remind people that Sin City came out. Like,
Yeah.
but
totally forgot
for
about it
me,
until tonight.
as a dorm room poster movie, I'm going Train Spotting vote.
look, I'm gonna come on strong about the print piece of this whole thing.
Mhm.
Like, I haven't seen Train Spotting, so I guess I can't talk much about it. But I will say, seeing the cover for that movie, I was very confused. Like, what's going?
Yes,
There's people
yes.
like staring at me right now. I don't know what's going on. And then in Sin City, you
You're
got
the
Bruce
train.
Willis
That's the twist.
just like glaring, and you got some. I guess there's some sexy bodies on there. And you're a college kid, and you're like, you know what? I want to show that I like those things.
Yeah, I want to
So-
fuck Marv.
So I'm going Sin City for sure. It's the super violent stylized thing. You have to have it on wall.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you guys this: how much of Sin City's reputation do you think was damaged by the Spirit?
I don't think mainstream audiences connect those two at all.
Oh my gosh, I just did.
I think at that time, I think they were riding the wave so hard that you were like, yeah, and then when it happened, a lot of people were like,
I love that visual style.
Right.
I watched the Spirit on opening day.
Me
Jesse.
too.
Oh, one of
John.
my favorite scenes in Kick-Ass is when they show up, they're leaving the movie theater, and the other dude's getting to the theater, and on the sign it says the Spirit too, and it's really funny.
We had to stop talking about the Spirit because it will break mine if we. It's Will Eisner deserves better. God damn it!
Where's your vote, Jesse?
I mean, like I said before, Trainspotting, the poster doesn't do a whole lot for me. It's not a bad poster. I've never seen it, so I can't really put my weight behind it. Sin City, on the other hand, like you said, not a perfect movie. Kind of cool posters, really cool scenes in that movie. I gotta go Sin City.
So this is time for my shameful admission. Freshman year, my posters were Sin City and Pulp Fiction.
Hey, no, it's nothing wrong with it.
I'm ashamed of it.
There's
I
nothing
wish I were a
wrong
better
with
person.
being 17, 18 years old and liking good movies that everybody else likes. There's nothing wrong with it.
So
I'd watch Sin City tonight.
Sure, I'd put on Sin City right now.
I don't think Sin City's very good. I think it's interesting. I think there's some good scenes. I think there's, out of the 30 plot lines in the movie, a couple of them are okay.
I think Elijah Wood is the best character in that movie.
I do too, because he doesn't have any fucking dialogue for him. I think that they made the mistake that a lot of comic book movies make, which is like if the comic book was like an 8-issue miniseries, they try and jam in everything that happens in the 8 issues.
But they didn't. That's the thing. They left so much out, and also reality.
I know, but there's so much in there that doesn't need to be there. The Crime Alley stuff is really cool, but it doesn't contribute to the plot in any meaningful way. Sure. All the stuff with Kevin doesn't really matter. I mean, there's a lot of really neat stuff in there that I like, but boy, that movie feels like it's 7 hours. So I'm going to vote Trainspotting because it's the only foreign language entry on this list.
No?
Booyah.
That was a joke. You can laugh if you like.
It was a joke. I don't know if it was funny, but Trainspotting knocks out Sin City 3-2. The Matrix versus the Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange, excuse me.
Basically the same movie.
They're both about machines that are like, I mean, you got Clockwork Orange, which is the man-made orange, the clocking with the.
Okay.
We get it, Jesse. You've never seen Clockwork Orange.
I have been racking my brain over here trying to figure out how can we compare these two. We can't ask which one would you rather kiss. We can't ask about a son's name or whatever I came up with that one time. I finally got it. Who wins in an Alien versus Predator style face-off between these two movies?
I mean, do the machines get involved because the Matrix at that point?
No, I think it's just humans.
It depends on whether or not it takes place within the Matrix, right?
Okay. The gang from Clockwork Orange gets digitized into the Matrix.
Okay.
Then no question, it's Neo and crew.
Yeah?
No, I still think it's Neo. I like it, as crafty and as shitty as those people are.
You don't think those little urchins could know kung fu?
I mean, Neo took down Agent Smith and he was immortal.
Yeah. Story time. In high school, I had a girlfriend who found the Clockwork Orange and had never seen it, and I had already went through that phase where I'm like, oh, I like this movie. Okay, moving on. And she became obsessed. And a couple of her friends also became obsessed to the point where we would go out, I'd pick her up on Friday, and she would have the damn eye makeup on. Oh. And I was like, what are you doing? You never dress like this. Yeah, but I also got this cool hat to go with it. And it's like, stop! No. Like, stop it, please. And there was like a period, so like, I got really like, I was like a year older than her, and I got like really elitist about it to be like, God, please, can we watch anything else? Like, so I would put on anything I could just to not have anything to do with A Clockwork Orange for years. However, I think it's a pretty rad movie.
You know what? I don't think I can judge too harshly because, boy, did I own a pair of sunglasses that were modeled to look just like Neo's from The Matrix.
And
I desperately wanted a trench coat, but my parents would never have let that happen.
back then.
Yeah, 7th grade, or I guess the 7th or 8th grade is when I was out when The Matrix came out. And Neo's trench coat was so fucking awesome that I really wanted one. And I went to a military school. I knew where the surplus was and everything. And I was so excited. And then straight up, like, I was listening to that album and then got out and the school told us Columbine had just happened. And it was like, you are never going to wear a black trench coat ever again.
Yep.
I was like, well, okay, I'm not going to go buy one of those. So, however, I'm a Matrix vote.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Matrix for 2 reasons. I think it is a very cool, weird cyberpunk story. I think the philosophy stuff gets up its own ass too much, as evidenced by the sequels, obviously.
Sure.
The other thing is, on Halloween one year in college, me and my girlfriend were out, and one of the guys dressed as one of the Clockwork Orange guys was hitting on her a bunch and kept calling me Droog. So now I associate that with the movie, and I hate that, so I'm a Matrix vote.
Hey, Jesse, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Have you seen A Clockwork Orange?
I sure haven't.
Me neither.
But I know what it's about. I'm not actually...
I actually, weirdly enough, I read the book before I saw the movie of Clockwork Orange.
Look at this guy.
And boy, that book's a lot more messed up.
Yeah, I have to prepare myself to watch a Kubrick movie.
Yeah,
so that's why I haven't seen a Clockwork Orange.
Honestly, it's nowhere
prepare.
near my favorite Kubrick movie.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Look, so I like The Matrix a lot. I think there are problems with that movie, but as an experience, I think that movie's cool as hell. I also think that movie poster pretty shitty. I don't think it's a very good movie poster. Clockwork Orange has a great
leather.
I think Clockwork Orange has the poster might be one of the best things about that movie. But I mean, again, personal taste. I have to go with The Matrix.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, I was on the border. Once you mentioned that poster design, Clockwork Orange has a great poster.
Plus, I like Kubrick, but the Wachowskis directed The Matrix, and I love the Wachowskis.
They're way cooler than Stanley Kubrick. That is for sure. That's not ironic. I would a billion times rather hang out with the Wachowskis than Stanley Kubrick.
Hang out with, sure. Watch movies of. I mean, I'm on equal.
I don't know. I still might like. I like 2001 more than anybody, but
Kubrick. I admire Kubrick so much. He was phenomenal, but he just didn't make movies as fun as the Wachowskis did.
I think I'm about to seal it up here. I don't know. I'm gonna go Matrix, and I don't have a big thing to say about it. I just want to talk about the Matrix some more.
Yeah. I'm
Zach?
Matrix too. High
That's a
school
sweep
Zach
then,
needs
right?
to vote the Matrix because that's all I thought about.
There it is. The Matrix sweeps out Clockwork Orange.
Wow.
5-0. V for Vendetta versus Boondock Saints. This
oh boy,
is huge.
Yeah.
these are
Tell
to
me-
me. I understand. I'm going to catch a lot of shit for this. These are the 2 least appealing movies on the list for me.
Yeah,
I'd rather
so
watch Ted.
So here's the thing. I have not seen V for Vendetta, but it sort of harbors the same spot as Boondock Saints for me in that it has a lot of vocal fans. And I hadn't seen Boondock Saints for years, and I finally watched it a year or 2 ago, and I came out of it thinking, man, there was one good scene in that movie.
Oh,
I disagree 100%.
I don't think it was a great movie.
The one
know,
good
it's a great
scene in
movie.
Boondock Saints is the Willem Dafoe.
I think every
Crime
scene
scene.
he's in
yes.
is great.
Yep.
Yeah, every
Yep.
scene he's in is great. I don't know what you
I don't know. I don't.
Definitely the best
I don't want
character.
anything else to do with that movie.
Also,
and you know what? That's one more good scene than V for Vendetta had.
Wow.
Also-
Right, no. So here's the truth about V for Vendetta. Not only was it billed as a great, crazy sequel, or not sequel, setup for this movie, and they show you all this stuff in the commercials, but if you had read the comic, you know that there's nothing going on. That movie is boring as fuck.
I'm gonna have to stop us right now and say that Natalie Portman shaved her head in that movie.
She did shave her
That
head.
doesn't make it
For that,
good.
she deserves a vote.
And
But see, your Natalie Portman shaves a head, and I just say Willem Dafoe. And I'm equal. I'm an equal
Both
ground.
of them.
Where's your vote,
Make
Colin?
me-
I am a Boondock Saints vote because V for Vendetta is boring, slow, and uninteresting.
Colin,
sorry, Wachowskis, that movie sucks.
Colin,
All right, it is worth pointing out two things. One, V for Vendetta inspired a lot. It didn't inspire nearly as many quotes, and it inspired that stupid fucking mask thing that was associated with Anonymous.
It's Guy Fawkes mask. Yeah.
Two, I think Boondock Saints is a better poster.
Colin, real quick,
Yes.
what is the Boondock Saints also known as in the bracket house?
Pooncock Taints.
What's the sequel?
And the sequel, Pooncock Taints. Pooncock Taints Deuce Ball Taints Gay. And so there it is. If you don't vote for Boondock Saints, you're a sinner.
Yeah, I'm a Pooncock Taints vote.
Yeah, thank you.
V for Vendetta doesn't need to go through. A, because it's a shitty movie. B, because we already have a Wachowski movie going through. C, because it should never have been made. I'm sorry.
I
that
didn't
movie's
even
not great.
realize the Wachowskis did V for Vendetta. Wow.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
They produced it. Like, didn't someone else direct
But
it?
it
Am I
still
making
had
that up?
one scene of Matrix slowdown in it.
They did, and it was like, yeah, James McTeague directed V for Vendetta.
Okay.
They just produced it, and they wrote it.
Look, it's
but
tied to their name forever. Don't.
They
try.
wrote it, and it certainly looks like one of their movies.
Look.
It's just so...
Just come back to me when we get.
It's
when we
2
get there,
hours
Steve
and
Jason.
13 minutes.
Well, exactly.
Jesus
It's like I
Christ.
said before with Sin City, is they try to cram in everything that happens in the comics.
Yeah, but
into this
here's the
movie.
thing with Sin City versus it. Sin City has at least shit that happens, not
Sure.
just slow burn nothingness.
Alan Moore is overrated. I don't like him.
Yes.
I don't like V for Vendetta in any capacity. I don't like Pooncock Taints, but I'll at least vote for it because we can say it a lot.
I
more
only
than
got
it's
hard.
written.
I only get like I'm only hard on Boondock Saints because I was led to believe it was like this really fun, stylish cult classic movie, and then I came out of it thinking, yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, not a lot happens in that movie either, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
Very
shooting.
much poster movies.
Where are votes?
Boondock Saints, because you gotta watch it every St. Patrick's Day, guys.
Slapped up.
And we did. You can ask Jesse.
I don't mind a little Boondocks every once in a while. That's a fun little sit down and watch and don't take it seriously movie.
I
But
do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a vote to V for Vendetta for my favorite gal, old N Portman.
Natty Ports.
Yeah.
I still kind of think of that toilet scene at the beginning
That's a
of Boondock
good
Saints.
Sure.
So I guess I'll throw a vote to that.
There it is then.
All right. Pooncock Taints knocks out V for Vendetta 4-1. The last one of round one, 300 versus Akira.
Anime entry.
Yep, 300 is our anime entry this week.
So these
Right,
movies
wasn't
take
anime.
place the furthest apart, right?
Sure.
So
Fun fact.
300.
Oh,
yeah,
go
go ahead.
Well, I fucking love 300. I do not care. I don't give a shit what you
I'm
think.
glad you
about
got that in
anyone
before
the
I did.
Planet. I fucking love 300.
I think 300 was a weird movie to like catch on as big as it did.
Yeah,
What a
it is
strange,
weird. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a strange thing that happened with that movie.
I'm playing
Because like
Y Team and D.
it's
man.
not bad. It just didn't like that. I don't know why it caught on as big as it did.
300
Got-
it caught on because it's a movie
Cool
about
as hell
masculinity.
trailer. Cool as fuck trailer for that movie.
It's a
But-
visually interesting movie about masculinity, which is what all of these are.
Sure. I can see that, but like, there's something about like. Here's the thing. Like, I think it looks great. Again, I know that the style is overused now, but I think for that movie, it looks fucking phenomenal.
So
Sure.
maybe I'm a little biased here as someone who draws, but like I think, and there's a few other movies in this list that I think are there too, but I think Akira is absolutely 110% worth all of the praise and acclaim that it gets.
Yes, it is.
Agreed.
I watched that for the first time and I loved it, right? I came back to it a few years ago when I had a better eye for like animation quality and like fucking how in the world does that movie still look better than most things?
How's
today?
that song go?
pretty
It's like Akira. How does it go?
Don't worry,
That's
I
whoa.
actually kind of know the lyrics to that soundtrack.
Coming on.
I love that soundtrack. It fucking rules. It is that everything about that movie is phenomenal.
Why don't you marry it?
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jesse. Can we have this
Akira
every
doesn't
on
have
the
any
show?
gross little hunchback men in it,
Yeah.
but it does
that's
have gross
discriminatory.
old man babies.
It does have gross. It does have gross shit. Yeah. Man.
This is tough.
Here, the truth is, Akira is also, like Godfather and Scarface, one of the best movies ever to me.
Mhm.
That being said, I think it's moving forward, so I'm a 300 vote.
So
Akira has a
300.
better poster too.
Akira does have a way better poster of
So iconic.
yeah, kind of walking towards the motorcycle and stuff.
People still spoof Akira.
Yes,
People
they
don't
do.
talk about 300 anymore.
I'm going to be a 300 vote because I saw the only movie I saw more posters of in college than 300 was Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew people that got like the actual comic and or like the graphic novel pieces of that tattooed on them, like because of that.
Well, as the representative for Bracket Season of Anime, as the anime host of Bracket, I'm going to vote for Akira.
You know what? I'm gonna have to vote Akira too because, like, man.
Oh man, Akira 2 is so good, guys.
Yeah,
It's-
that's one of my
I
favorite
wasn't
movies.
that big a fan of it. I didn't
they
understand what
build
was up
everything,
with. I didn't
alternate
understand the
universe.
whole arc with Robert.
Akira 2, Kaneda's back for more.
I thought it was fucked up when Ted showed up.
Tetsuo.
Tetsuo, yeah.
I need to vote Akira just for the sole fact that as soon as you watch that, you're like, okay, this is my perception of anime. And then after you watch it, it's like, what? Anime can do this?
Sure.
It
I had the
literally
first
changed.
cartoon booby I saw in it.
It's like college for is seriously college for anime.
It
movies.
literally changed more than anything else. I think the face of anime in North
It's got
America.
that cartoon booby in it, y'all.
It
Screw
do
me.
got that cartoon booby.
Loved it.
300 also changed the face of anime in North
Yeah,
America. Uh,
300 changed the face of the internet with its memes. That's all I have to remember about it.
uh,
This is smart.
I,
you know.
I mean, I know anime sucks, but I gotta vote Akira.
That's 2 to
It's
3.
here's,
in
Main
wow,
does.
an
Akira.
anime finally won over anime hater Jesse in the season of anime. I can't believe it.
All right. And Akira knocks out 300, 3-2. We're into round 2, guys. Pulp Fiction versus Scarface. Fight Club versus The Dark Knight. Trainspotting versus The Matrix. And Boondock Saints versus Akira. Pulp Fiction versus Scarface. Pulp Fiction
Is that your
versus
vote?
Scarface.
Both of these movies have some real dark scenes with cocaine, don't they?
No. Only one of them.
No?
Pulp Fiction does not have a dark
Yeah,
scene.
Well,
No,
it's a
that's
dark scene
not-
of heroin.
Not really
Yeah.
coke in Pulp
Shit,
Fiction.
you're right. It is heroin.
That's heroin.
It's all the same
Fuck.
drug to me.
Spoilers. This bracket might have been a little top heavy, but
Man,
I don't know. This is fucked up to me. I love both of these movies.
where's your vote?
I wish I wasn't voting first because this hurts.
You gotta.
Come on, Greg. I know you can do it. Do the Al Pacino thing for me. There we go.
I'm gonna watch Scarface tonight. Scarface it is.
I'm a Pulp Fiction vote. My vote's the one that says bad motherfucker on it.
Which movie did Home Alone 2 use?
What?
Either one of these two.
Scarface?
they made up.
No,
that
it used like the 30s
yeah, you're right.
Scarface.
No,
Scarface is a remake of a movie from the 30s, which
right. The original, yeah.
was a telling of the actual fucking Elliot Ness. Al
You want to
Capone
fuck
guy.
with me?
Here's,
Like,
here's the thing. I prefer Pulp Fiction as a movie, but I'm gonna vote for Scarface because
Wow.
of the poster. Like you can have like a cartoon and there can be a black and white poster on the wall and you can tell it's Scarface. Like but you can just put like two shapes together and it can look like the Scarface poster. It's become that like iconic and recognizable. So
Here's the
I'm gonna
thing.
vote Scarface.
It's 2-1 in favor of Scarface.
if you go to like a carnival and they have those like just mirrors with like
the
some
glass
decals
frames,
slapped
yeah,
on it,
yeah.
there's way more Scarface merch than Pulp Fiction. So
Zach, Jesse, where are votes?
Man.
I mean, look, I like John said, I love Pulp Fiction. I definitely prefer it over Scarface. But I think Scarface is one of the best movie posters of all time.
What?
I have a Scarface
Wow.
poster.
We're not voting
I
for the
wasn't saying
poster. We're
was
voting for the
good.
movie.
I was just saying it was recognizable.
That's true. I mean, I'll just throw in Pulp Fiction. That was like the first Tarantino movie for me, so like, that was like an entryway to.
It's a lot of
great
people's
movies.
first Tarantino. That or Kill Bill.
Is that 2-3 in favor of Scarface then?
yep.
I believe it
All
is.
right, there it is.
All right, 3-2. Scarface knocks out Pulp Fiction. Fight Club versus The Dark Knight.
Oh man,
I mean, these we make the joke a lot in a very real way. These are the same movie.
I'm a Fight Club vote.
It's got to be Fight Club.
Yeah, I'm a Fight Club.
I'm
Fight
giving my
Club.
vote to The Dark Knight.
Zach?
That old spooky night.
old dick nut. Dark
Oh
Knight.
my
Whoa.
god! What? We're gonna have to bleep that.
Bracket's very first censor.
Zach?
Fight Club. Definitely
Yes.
Fight Club.
All right.
Hey guys, we're not supposed to talk about Fight Club.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's that
Yeah,
other
this podcast
poster,
was-
is the one that has all the rules on it. My friend from high school had that.
Fight Club knocks out The Dark Knight 4-1. Trainspotting versus The Matrix.
Colin,
I'm a Trainspotting vote.
I'm the Matrix.
I understand. I totally know that The Matrix is going to knock this out. I just think that first experience watching Trainspotting tells you everything you need to know about life.
I think the first experience watching The Matrix teaches
Right,
you everything
Colin,
you
we're
need to
in
know
a
about life.
simulation
One,
right now.
there's no spoon.
And I
Two,
know that
I know
because-
kung fu.
I took the wrong pill, dog.
3, dodge this.
I think the beginning of that movie is really, really cool.
Oh,
The
all
Matrix.
of the first
Oh,
Matrix is
Trainspotting?
cool.
What? Oh yeah, I'm not saying the rest of the Matrix isn't, but like the beginning is kind of underrated. I really like it. I mean, I have to put my weight behind the movie that I know. I'm the Matrix.
You are the Matrix.
It's me.
Yeah,
I'm the machine.
Matrix.
Yeah, my heart is just telling me the Matrix. I'm sorry, Colin.
That's sad,
Gotta follow your
everybody,
heart,
because there is a better movie out of these two.
I'm
You know
sorry,
it.
Colin.
Oh, that's
and it's
a
The
bold
Matrix.
claim,
Look,
Colin.
That is not a bold claim.
I'm gonna vote the Matrix with a promise to watch Trainspotting very soon.
Y'all are
Alright.
crazy.
I promise
the
you, Colin.
Matrix knocks out Trainspotting 4-1. Pooncock Taints versus Akira.
Well,
It never gets old.
you know what? I'm glad to see Boondocks get this far, but well,
Colin, where's your vote?
I want an action movie. If we're going with douchey bros hanging a poster up, this is a Boondock Saints.
yeah,
one.
you're not
Easy.
wrong.
It's done.
But
Here's
we
the thing.
didn't-
I've seen
the
Akira
title-
posters. I've seen Akira posters. I love Akira. The difference is, I would legitimately put an Akira poster up in my house because I think Akira fucking rules.
Sure.
I would not put a Boondock Saints poster up in my
You
house.
want to get that Akira poster framed.
You're
You
right.
wanna
Yeah, like
hang it
I
on the
legitimately think that is the way to go. I'm a
But-
Boondock Saints vote because I think that fits this category.
Colin's not
The
wrong.
Dorm poster movies, right?
No,
That's
because the title of this bracket is Best Dorm Poster Movie. It does not
Sure,
say
sure, sure.
Best Dorm
It-
frat bro fucking poster.
It doesn't matter to
shithead
me.
across the
That
hall
That
from
is
you.
implied, though. And
Yeah,
Colin's
I
already
don't think that
voted, can't
matters.
change his
I
vote
don't-
anyway.
I don't think that matters. If you're going into a frat house, the chances are at 9 times out of 10, you're going to see a Boondock Saints poster way before you're going to see an Akira poster. At a frat house, you are.
What about the anime frat house?
Anime frat
Anime
house
house.
doesn't count because
Kappa
they
Theta
would
Weeb.
have Toho everywhere and wouldn't even fucking touch it.
Get me the hell out of the anime frat house. I don't want to be there.
Where are
Yeah,
votes?
this is a Boondock Saints. So we started this out talking about the posters, and I'm sorry. I think the poster for Akira is great. Again, I would own it. Everyone here would own it. That's not it. Like it's Boondock Saints.
Your
Colin-
argument has been made. Where are
Colin
votes?
has me convinced. I apologize to all the season of anime fans out there. I'm about to let you down. But Cullen's right. Akira's the better movie. It's the movie that we all want to see.
Absolutely.
But Boondock Saints is the freaking movie that we're talking about in this topic.
Even talking about Boondock Saints makes me sleepy. I'm an Akira vote. It's 2-1 in favor of Boondock Saints right now.
You know, if you picked the Boondocks,
Yeah, the
instead of-
Boondocks is anime as well.
that would have been an anime entry. Just wanted to point that out.
But you don't
not a
see
movie,
many The
sadly.
Boondocks posters.
No, unfortunately.
Zach,
It should
Jesse,
be.
where are votes?
Boondock Saints.
There
It
it
is.
is.
To Colin's point, it is the most college dorm.
It
movie
is
of
certainly
them all.
on that list. Yeah, Jesse, where's your vote?
I mean, I guess I'll throw in a vote to an Akira.
There it
But
is.
Akira.
Saints.
Canada.
Yeah, keep going.
I don't know.
That's my new text alert.
Boondock Saints knocks out Akira 3-2. Sorry to see you go, anime entry. Into the semifinals. Scarface versus Fight Club and The Matrix versus Boondock Saints. Look, Scarface Fight Club probably should be the finals. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Matchup.
Where's your vote, Colin?
Scarface.
I'm gonna be a Fight Club vote. I'd rather watch that movie right now. I think it's more visually interesting. Not that Scarface is bad in any capacity.
Do you think? Do you think that like part of Scarface as a poster was due, like popularity was due in part to MTV Cribs? Like,
yes,
Right.
I do.
Right,
Absolutely, 100%.
The
Sure,
huge paintings of Scarface.
yeah.
I mean, hip hop culture has such a big bread, like,
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
Scarface
respect
feeling
for
to it.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So I got a hypothetical question for you. Let's say you're on this dorm and your friend Brett is across the hall and you walk into his room.
Brett owes me fucking $20.
You just met the
Brett-
guy, okay?
Brett,
Hang
where's my
on.
macaroni?
That's further down the road in the story of your college life.
Thanks, man.
You walk into his dorm. In one hypothetical situation, he has a Scarface poster up, and in the other, he has a Fight Club poster up. What does it tell you about Brett?
Both of them tell me I should walk back to my room.
Well, no. If I'm in college if I'm not me at my current age walking in there, then
Yeah,
I'm like,
take yourself back to college age, yeah.
then I'm probably gonna be more friendly towards him if it's a Fight Club poster. Because
Fight Club probably means he has more emotional issues. Scarface probably means he likes drugs.
Because I was at that age, I wanted to watch every movie that had a mind fuck twist as possible.
Yes, that is
Sure.
true.
Yeah,
that is a
that's
large
true.
part of why I'm a Fight
Yeah.
Club vote.
Yes.
I'm
mean,
gonna
I-
go Fight Club.
I would be
for
until
sure.
I watched Scarface, and then I was like, who cares about these mind twist fucks?
Give me. Let me hear one more Pacino before I make up my mind.
Hooray! That's the
Oh
best I can
no,
do.
it's a good argument.
I think Fight Club is absolutely again. It's the movie that made me think of this topic. I think it's the most dorm poster movie in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's certainly the most dorm poster movie. I do not think it is the best dorm poster movie for what it's worth.
You brought up Cribs. I agree. I can't.
The thing about Fight Club that I like that makes it the winner here is, look at that movie. It's about a guy who pretty much is living the, American job life, which is what you get after
The
college.
American Dream.
Whoa,
American
whoa,
dream.
whoa!
And then
Have
he
you
just
seen
completely
Scarface?
breaks down, starts a Fight Club. That's
The
about
guy
it.
in Scarface started from nothing, okay, and then he built the biggest cocaine empire in all of Miami. Okay?
But I get
I'm
what
just
Zach
saying
is saying is that it's
it's
easier
very
to
much
relate to
different
Fight
by
Club
college.
because everyone who likes it is a mindless, dumb office drone, and they're like, "Yeah, that's me. I could totally get away from all this and start a Fight Club and totally do anarchist actions." And
Absolutely.
stuff.
That's what makes it win for me.
So are you a Fight Club vote?
I am.
I'm gonna throw on over to my baby boy Scarface because I want to see his little friend and say hello to it.
You think
It's 2-2, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Baby
John and
Scarface.
Culinary Scarface.
Yeah. Where's your
Um,
vote, Jesse?
So, having started a job pretty recently, one of the first things I heard out of one of the people I have to censor is hearing someone talk about how Fight Club is their favorite movie, and then they point to a scar across their eyebrow, and they said it's one of their favorite movies because they got that scar from starting their own Fight Club, and that's why it's one of their favorite movies.
And here I am.
Which is. I mean, we can make jokes about how like that's missing the whole fucking point of the movie, which most fans do. But despite all this, I'm a Fight Club vote.
All right, there it is. Fight Club moves on to the finals.
All right, and the wrong answer. Fight Club knocks out Scarface 3-2. We've got The Matrix versus Booncock Taints.
Man.
It's going to make John laugh every time.
One of these got put on almost at the very last minute, and I hate when we do that because that means people are like, "Oh, I love this one." Boondock Saints is my vote.
I'm in the Matrix vote. I like the Matrix. I like the things that it sort of talks about. I like the idea of the hacker hero. It's a weird cyberpunk movie that's
it had
mostly
a really
stolen from other stuff I like.
Two pretty bad sequels,
Yes,
while
it did.
Boondock Saints only had one pretty bad sequel. So
Very bad.
The Matrix is, I mean, the reason the first Matrix movie is good is because it's almost entirely stolen from other things, and I like those things a lot. So I'm a Matrix vote.
I'm ready for us to dive deep into the muck, into the mud, into the dirty, dirty, dirty pit of dirty mud. I'm a
Here we go.
Boondock Saints vote.
Ooh, what?
Let's go to the dark place, everybody.
I don't want to be on a podcast where we say Fight Club or Boondock Saints is the best anything.
but you thought
I get what you're saying. I know. I'm just saying.
Greg can't say that.
I
No,
mean-
it's his idea. This
It's
is
all your fault, Greg.
I mean, I can still I'm a Matrix vote. I'm sorry. I just like that. I actually like that movie.
It's 2-2, Zach.
I don't really care.
Oh,
about
man.
Gotta
But
be
the
you.
deciding vote?
But I'm still
You're the
using
deciding vote,
I'm still
Zach.
using a poster metaphor here.
Yeah,
It's not just about the
I
movie.
get
It
to
has
choose
the word poster in
however
it.
I want to vote.
Sure, but it has the word poster in
And
here.
you
and
can't take
the
away
Matrix
my
poster,
liberty.
Zach, it is
Jesse's
your
a free
deciding
man,
vote.
Colin.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's okay. It's okay.
As the intern for bracket, I'm going to have to say that The Mistress was the best movie of all time. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. Probably the best movie. So,
You're voting
and that's
for the
what
Matrix?
high school Zach would have said on his way to college. So we're gonna have to say Boondock Saints.
there it
I
is.
mean, The Matrix.
Oh.
Wait, what's your vote? I'm confused.
All right, yeah, The Matrix.
Okay.
Well, that's sad. The Matrix
Rob
knocks out.
down the hall is gonna come in and say, "You got a Matrix poster up? You should get a Boondocks
Yeah.
poster, man."
Yeah, y'all get wedgied. So Matrix knocks
Actually,
out Boondock Saints. Now we can't say the rest of it. It's not even funny anymore. 3-2. We're in the bronze match. Scarface versus Boondock Saints, which probably should have been the finale. This is fucked up. Actually, I'm not voting. I
You
abstain.
have to,
I abstained because
Cullen. That is a fresh.
Somehow
toilet.
I knew
Put
this
something in.
episode would upset Colin a lot.
Oh, I'm not actually upset at all. Here's the thing: is y'all are all talking shit, and I think Boondock Saints is a fun movie to watch. I don't
I
think it's
said
like
I
great
thought it's a
movie.
fun
No,
movie.
We
No,
are
hear
talking
me.
shit.
Let me talk. I think Boondock Saints is a fun, silly ass shooter up movie, and everyone's talked shit. Scarface is one of the greatest movies of all time and should not be ever put down behind the Fight Club and the Matrix under any circumstance. And you are wrong. All of you are wrong for not getting it there.
But that's the thing
that
about
should have been a
storm movie
sweep out.
posters.
Uh,
Storm
Sweep
poster
out?
movies.
In the words of Greg in freshman year of college, you mad, bro?
Then you definitely should have
God,
watched it.
I'm not even listening to this podcast, and I'm going to turn it off now.
This is a Scarface vote, and if you vote for Boondock Saints, I will hurt you.
Yeah, I'm absolutely a Scarface vote. Boondock Saints fucking sucks.
I don't think it fucking sucks. I think
I
it's
do,
but actually,
and I can vote however I want.
Cullen, don't hurt me. I want to vote for Boondocks.
you're wrong. This is
I'm
fucked up. This is
They put
fucked
the
up.
pennies on their eyes, man. I'm voting for Boondocks.
Put the
Jesse, Zach,
cocaine
where's your
in
votes?
The nose of Miami.
That's
All
so
of it.
fucking cool, man.
They
They
did the eye
put
poke
pennies
thing.
on their
And
eyes.
like their dad shows up, man, and then like it's like they're all gonna go to
And they
Ireland.
say that.
Oh my god, it
fucking
really does feel like I'm back in a
Fire
dorm.
And
Every
they shoot the
gunfighting
cat.
scene of that movie is just as good as the end
Hey,
credits scene.
there was a firefight.
As Jesse and Zach, where are your goddamn
if
votes?
I watch Boondock Saints, I better be jerking my pud because that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Is that how you do it? You
And
you
I'm
put on
watching.
Boondocks?
So is that a vote
Oh
for
my God.
Boondock Saints? I don't...
Hey man, don't come in. I've got Boondocks.
I mean, look, Scarface doesn't deserve to be the dirty toilet water here. I'm Scarface vote.
Zach?
I'm gonna have to just stick with Boondocks. Just
All right, they're getting flushed. Pooncock taints, ball taints gay. Gets
All
flushed.
right. Yep. So Scarface, it actually doesn't update anymore over here, Craig.
Oh, well, it updated
it's
for
weird.
me. I'm sorry.
No. It hasn't done it this whole season. So
Yeah, the bronze match never updates for me.
That's weird.
so what were the numbers here?
3-2 in favor of Scarface.
All right, there it is. Scarface takes third, knocking out Pooncock Taints. Fight Club versus The Matrix. It's Fight Club.
I'm gonna go The Matrix because I'd
This
much
is
rather watch
stupid!
it.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
stupid.
we're
That
I would rather watch The
actually
Matrix.
is
I'm
stupid.
sorry.
If
That
You
is
can vote
actually-
however you want.
what is the dorm poster movie? It's got to be Fight Club. Greg said from the very beginning, Fight Club's the movie that inspired this whole bracket.
But I'd rather watch The Matrix, so I'm voting for it.
Yeah, I would rather watch The Matrix too, but like,
Oh, not The Matrix 2, Jesse.
No,
Don't
yeah,
watch that.
Matrix
one.
Revolution Reloaded.
I would rather
sucks.
watch The Matrix, of course, yes, but like. I expect, like, seeing whether or not this is a knock against The Matrix itself. I don't like The Matrix poster. I think it's bland and boring. And if I saw The Matrix poster hanging up in a dorm wall, I would immediately forget it was there. I see the Fight Club poster hanging up on the wall. That tells me something about the person who has that poster up. So I have to be a Fight Club vote.
So you're either a computer hacker and you like The Matrix, or you're like into lifting weights
Oh, fucking
and
God.
you're into Fight Club.
Imagine walking into a dorm club and it's this like it's a freshman and he's a philosophy major and he's got the fucking Matrix poster up on his wall.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't want to spend time with this.
The Matrix does have a hot babe in tight clothes on it, on the poster.
We've got Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but he's not
The
wearing
hottest
any
babe.
clothes.
We have a Brad Pitt.
He doesn't have to. Yeah.
I'm saying that makes me question my masculinity. I don't want a poster of that in college.
That's your problem.
For me, it's Fight Club. For me, it's
Zach, where's your vote?
Gosh, don't do this to me.
It's already settled in favor of Fight Club.
Yeah. Oh, Fight Club. Only Fight Club.
All right.
All right. Well, there it is. The best dorm poster movie is Fight Club, 4-1. The Matrix will take second place, while Scarface takes third, and Pooncock Taints Deuce Ball Taints Gay takes Dirty Toilet Water.
Wow.
So
God,
That's a
we're
sentence.
funny.
what a roller coaster of a night it's been.
I'd like to thank you all for.
I'm glad the
joining
anime
us.
entry won this week.
I mean, The Matrix almost won. You're right.
If you want to have some real fun, everybody, set aside a weekend and do a movie marathon of all of these movies.
Oh no.
Oh, you come out stupider.
Just watch the Speed Racer movie.
That's not on here. Thank you, Zach, for coming on this week.
Why, thank you for having me.
Is there anything you have going on?
Follow me on Twitter, Zach Spit, ZAXBIT. I'd love to talk trash with you.
He's a good trash talker. That's
Maybe
why we
one
hired
day
him as an
you'll
intern.
maybe one day you'll get promoted out of this internship gig.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll be a guest
I'm
on
not
the show
counting on it.
sometime.
Maybe. All right. Well, yeah, you're probably listening to this and asking, wait, I thought this was going to be a live episode. We're not doing a live one this week. We're going to do it later on. We're going to wait. We're going to have a big thing. Just hold out for us because some good surprises didn't come, but we'll release those as they come out. And as always, you can keep up with us at bracketpodcast.com on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram as BracketCast. If you like, you can subscribe to our podcast feed using iTunes or whatever podcast client you do use. Just search for Bracket.
Hey. This is Greg. How are you? I'm good. You know we got some Patreon patrons. Let me go ahead and read their names. There's Nick Driver, Andrew Kennedy, Keiko, Brandon, Jeff Criswell, Will Kusleka, Kobats, Eden Porter, Tom Nemsek, Zippo Wolf. Wait a minute. I don't believe it. I've been saying Zippo Wolf's name wrong this whole time. It's actually Zippo Wharf. That sounds like a joke, but I'm serious as a heart attack. I'm gonna keep going on, though. Stephen Palantaruti, G.X. Barnett, Kayla Smith, Anarchy Marie, and Michael Zavala.
Don't forget to leave those reviews because we do like to have those. And we also don't forget about the actual voicemail messages that we have. We actually have a few set up. And the phone number for that right now is 323-676-5265.
So
Again,
if you're like running around in the Matrix and you need an exit, just call that number.
Right, we won't help you at all.
I want us to check. I want Greg to check the voicemail later and us have at least 7 messages that are like, I need an exit.
Okay.
And remember, the number is 323-676-5265. And we'll listen to one of the messages right now.
Well, probably a couple of them, actually. We have a bunch.
Oh,
We have a bunch? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Please leave a message after the tone. When you are finished, you may hang up or press 1 for special options.
Hi, Bracket. I was listening to your show and settling down for the night, and I was trying to decide if I was going to watch a best in the Western, until you guys said season of anime so many times that I started watching anime. So, thanks, I guess.
Hello. This message is for John Ryan Abbott. My name is Sam Warner, and I'm a CPA here at the IRS. I was just reviewing your tax return for 2015, and I'm having a hard time looking up your dependent, who I'm assuming is your son, tag-along in our records. I tried looking up his Social Security number, and it appears 800813555 is incorrect. And looking at it now, it actually just seems like you spelled out boobies in numbers, but with 3 S's to fill it out. If you could give me a call back at the office, my number is 213-576-3009. My extension is 142. Thanks.
End of messages.
Doing a professional radio show on the internet.